First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakdash, Lawadi Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, for having another video through the Spirit. Lawadi Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, for giving us his truthless worms. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. And as we're going to do this lesson, on this show, Love Island, and I'm going to play a clip. This dude's just talking about it, and the elites really have got you women in a trick bag. This is like one main thing in this society. Very telltale sign that a society is falling is that marriages don't work anymore. Marriages, people aren't staying together for a long time. It's 2 to 3 years and everybody's out. It's just relationships nowadays are destroyed. And that's how they want this system. They don't want people to be together. Soon they're gonna have it to where you're like cattle. You just have sex and have babies, and that's all they want because they need more people. They don't want people gaining resources, coming together, unifying, and essentially becoming an empire. One of the main things is getting rid of polygamy, because if you have polygamy, you can really endanger a kingdom. Because if this man has multiple women and has children with these multiple different women, there's a lot of children being born at once, and their children, if they believe in that, it's just a trickle down effect. It's going to increase, and they're just going to continue to increase and increase and increase. And that's what happened, just like in Egypt. What did it say? The children of Israel, the more they oppressed them, the more they grew. That's all Jake do is fuck women. He work and fuck women. And, that's one thing Esau put a real grip on in this time is, nigga, you cannot have multiple women. And Jake still be doing it, but, people be tweaking off of that shit. But that's it's a small thing. The disorder in marriages has a heavy effect on a society. Because look at it. Look at this gender wars. They say the statistic for 2025, I believe it was last year, that people are not having sex. It's not doing it. It's bad. Like, the numbers are bad. This is not cause of a thriving society, man. This gender wars, this whole relationship wars, all stems from how Esau has been running this planet. And it's destroying people. It's destroying lives. Adultery is rampant. Diseases are at an all-time fucking high. Relationships are not working. These things, this is not good. This is not conducive to life. This type of system cannot go on forever. So let's play this clip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You laying down?
I'm doing a video.
Oh, it's not.
You good. Let's get the clip.
Love Island is poison, and millions of women are drinking it every single night. And only the elite know the real truth. Here's what they're not telling you. Strangers on an island swapping partners, crying over connections, then moving on the next day like nothing happened. Nobody gets hurt, nobody stays. Always on to the next one. That's not a dating show. That's hookup culture turned into prime time entertainment. For the last 10 plus years, the loudest voices in women's ears have pushed the same message. You don't need commitment, you deserve options. Stability is boring. Explore yourself, chase the spark. Love Island didn't invent it. They packaged it beautifully. Perfect bodies, luxury villas, dramatic music, and constant validation. It looks like a dream, but it's just a highlight reel. And highlight reels never last. While millions of women watch this every night, the results are exactly what the elite wanted. Destroyed pair bonding, crashing birth rates, women who are more anxious, dissatisfied, and lonelier than ever. Men who either simp or completely check out of dating. They used feminism, birth control, dating apps, and shows like Love Island to turn natural female selectivity into endless choice addiction. They made commitment look like a trap and situationships look like freedom. A generation of women chasing dopamine hits instead of building a real life with one quality man. A generation of men who are complete simps. This wasn't an accident. A society with broken pair bonding, low birth rates, and emotionally unstable people is much easier to control. Strong families resist the system. Lonely, distracted, consumerist individuals do not. The elite sold it to us as empowerment and fun. In reality, they turned romance into a dopamine slot machine and called it liberation. Tell me I'm wrong. If you want to learn how I make 6 figures each month off of...
Like you said, tell me I'm wrong. You know, he's gonna promote himself at the end. I ain't mad at it. Make your money, my nigga. But he's 100% right. What he is saying is 100% correct. The elites package and program this to you women, and look what it's gotten you. Leave your man, empty homes. The families are all in types of disarray. This is what the elite package to the world, and you women in America have eaten it up. And this is why you're so lonely. This is why you're always chasing this imaginary nigga that me and Malak always talk about. This imaginary man that does not exist. He doesn't. It's not reality. But this is why you women are so fucked up. And for you so-called sisters, you don't need to be like that. Don't be fucking watching Love Island, man. Fuck is wrong with you? But this whole fantasy of chasing this imaginary dream is what the elites want, because they want men and women, specifically of the tribes, specifically Israelite men and women, to be separated. Because when they come together, when they unify, it's a problem. And I'm speaking about the tribes in general. And they know that. They're well aware. They know what they're doing. This was no accident. This didn't happen by just a mishap. They packaged and sold it to the world, just as the serpent packaged and sold this pleasurable lifestyle to the woman Eve all the way back then. And look where the fuck it got you. Single, alone, broken family, and a destitute life. Let's get this. You believe this? You women have taken hold of the serpent's philosophy, and look at you. You're fucking broken. Let's get this. This is 1 Timothy 5 and verse 6. It says, "But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth." Yeah, and you're dead. You're chasing a dead man's dream. You're chasing a pipe dream. And this is what happened. Has happened through the serpent. The serpent does not want unification. The serpent wants to divide and conquer. That's Esau's MO. You learn that shit in school. He wants to divide and conquer. And the more that you're divided, the more that your birth rates are low, the more that you're separated, the more that you are not together, the more your empire does not grow. You need men and women for a growing society. And when you don't have that, you have this division and hatred for one another. It's right there in front of you. But you women are so stuck up the serpent's ass, you're never going to get it. And this is why the Lord is just going to destroy all of this, man. Because it's too much disorder. It's too much. Everything's out of order. Everything. Marriages, families, households, everything's out of fucking order. And it needs fixing. And the way to fix something that's completely broken is to throw that shit away and start over. And that's what the Lord's going to do with Babylon the Great. He's going to burn it with fire and start over. And how is he going to start over? With the law, statutes, and commandments being pushed and ruled through Yahushua and his elect men throughout the planet Earth. Order will be established back on this planet, man. Because this world is completely out of order. It's completely out of course. Look at the Lamar Ball situation. That's madness. 35 years. 35 fucking years just for this bitch to leave. That's chaos, man. And she's old. She's old. And then you women try to justify it. You women are going to get a rude crew. Hey, as you speak of the devil calls. But this is Isaiah 25 and Isaiah 24 and verse 4 says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languages and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do language. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore, let's focus on that real quick. It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Esau, Edom has changed how this world moves, man. Everything that the way of the East is completely distorted over here in America. Everything's backwards. Esau, Edom turned everything upside down, and him turning everything upside down is clearly bad for the planet Earth, man. It's bad because now the world is out of order. It's too much disorder. It's too much chaos. You can't tell me that the way we live right now is better than the way of the East. If someone really truly thinks that, you need to be rewrote, man. Your programming is fried. The way we live in society now is completely adverse to how the world was 2, 3, 4,000 years ago, and it was way better than this. Yes, there was still wickedness on the earth, like there always will be. But the way we live now, we need to get the fuck out of here, man. The way we live now is horrible. It's atrocious. There's no order, man. It's just chaos, 24/7. Your woman's here one day, the next day she's gone talking about she's unhappy because she's seen an Instagram post. Chasing something that doesn't exist. Bitch that left your kids, your children, everything because the bitch feels unhappy because somebody slid in her DMs at 3 a.m. talking about you so fine. Yo, I could treat you better. This is the type of shit we're dealing with on the fucking planet Earth, man. This is chaos. There's no structure. There's no order. It's just madness 24/7 of the fucking day around the clock. And you dumb bitches end up alone by yourself by the time you're 40 with children by other different men. Sad. And those men either find some new chick or end up dying alone also, man. It's fucking madness. And this is what Esau fucking wanted. This is what the serpent wanted. And you people fucking run after. You motherfuckers talk about God-fearing this. You ain't God-fearing. You love the serpent. You love the ways of the serpent. You hate the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, and you love the ways of the serpent. This is why you love this place so much. This is why you love death. And this is for men and women. You motherfuckers are all out of order. It says, therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Let's get Proverbs 8, man. This is Proverbs 8 and verse 30. It says, then I was by him as one that brought up with him, as was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, speaking about wisdom. And you can also use this as Yahweh Shai says, rejoicing in the inhabitants part of his earth, and my delight were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that hears me, with watching daily at my gate, waiting at the post of my door. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and whoso obtaineth favor, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh. But he that sinneth against me wrongs his own soul. All they that hate me love death. And you see that this death culture, people love death rather than life. People love death and hate the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, and we see it. Look at the course of the world. This is not a world that loves God. This is a world that loves the serpent. And y'all eat up the serpent's philosophy and say that you love God in the same hand, and you don't. Y'all love the way of the serpent, and that will be your end. There's that whole Love Island shit, all that shit. People love eating that shit up because that's the way of the serpent. That's death. All that adultery, all that wickedness, all that just shamelessness. Going to the wisdom of Solomon. All of this stuff stems from leading off from Yahweh Shem Shai. All of it. It all goes into leaving off from Yahweh Shem Shai. Let's get the wisdom of Solomon and close off. This is wisdom of Solomon 14 and verse 22. It says, moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of Yahweh, whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance. These so great plagues called they peace. It says, for which they slew their children in sacrifices, or used or secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another treacherously or grieved him by adultery, so that there reigned in all men without expectation blood, manslaughter, theft, dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumult, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turn, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriage, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. For the worship of idols, not to be named, is the beginning and the end of all evil. And this is what has happened. Through these idols, through Jesus, through fucking Allah, all this shit that's set up now, this is what we have. These great plagues, this is chaos. They call them peace. Some people truly believe this is a peaceful society. You're crazy. So Lord will hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakudash. With that, Shalom.